I'm here just trying to get the right lighting for this video. It's Wednesday, April 20, 21st. And yesterday they had a verdict for Chauvin, the police who kneeled in the neck of a black man, a strong black man, took his life out of him right in front of many as they watched. And this morning I got up and I just I'm just thinking about how good God has been to all of us. All of us. Some of us are going through some things, but God is still there taking us through it. Some of us have so much and we're not thankful. Some of us have so much and we don't know how to give love. It's not only the fact that we are selfish, but we're also so hateful. Hate is such an ugly thing. Hate is such an ugly thing. And when people can hate you for no reason, you did not disrespect them, you did not provoke them, you did not touch them, you did not hurt a family, you did not hurt their friends. You did nothing wrong, but people are just hateful. And until we reach that point when we can really understand in our societies, in our communities, in our homes, because you have much hate in homes. When you look even in the news in Jamaica and see how many family members have been losing their lives, even here in America, just for what reason? So today I just felt compelled, my YouTube family, to just talk about hate and how it eats you out. It just does something not just to you, but it affects a whole host of it just affects everyone. Because when we hate, it allows us to do things that is just not necessary. It's just out of spite. It's just out of envy. It's just out of being jealous of others and what they have or what they look like or what they sound like. It's the jealousy of hating someone because they get up and they use what they have to build, and they use what they have to help others, and they use what they have to encourage and to uplift. And hate is such a thing that it is such a bitter and an ugly thing that it doesn't even allow us to stop for a moment to think about what we're doing and why we're doing it. Love is such an easy thing, because if you harbor love and you encourage love, it sounds so beautiful on the lips. Love, it rolls off your tongue so nicely. Love, because it's free and it's easier than hate. So today I just wanted to talk to us and just to remind us of how easy it is to be loved and to give love, how it makes you feel good inside, how it helps you to heal if you're not feeling well, when your grandchildren or your children come around, and when they hug you, or when your true friends come around and they support you, how much better you feel. So love has to be a good thing. When Christ hung on the cross, it was love. Oh my God, love is such a precious thing. It was love. Why he didn't give up, he didn't run away. It was love that helped him to persevere so that we might have a better life, so that we might have grace, that we might have hope. Hope is such a good thing. When we love, we give others hope. Hope for tomorrow, hope for better, hope to know that we can go on because it's okay. I'm talking today from the heart because I know from experience that love doesn't hurt. When you use the words that I love you, they're beautiful words and they make somebody feels good inside and out. It makes them beam. It makes them glow. God in his love didn't choose color or status. We can't love because somebody has riches. We can't love because somebody can give us something. We can't love because, you know, when I'm with this person, they're going to do something for me to make me feel good. We have to love because that's what we need to do. So whether there's status, whether there is poverty, whether there is whatever it is, when we love, it doesn't matter because we don't see ugly. We don't see anything but human beings. That's all we see. We don't care if they have to give us back. What we see is love, real pure love. And when we use the word love, we must remember that it shouldn't be used in a way just to get attention, or it shouldn't be used in a way just to make you feel good only, but it must be used in a way that it makes others also feel good. Just know from experience when you wake up, and even though you might have the aches and the pains, because they're natural, the aches and pains are natural, just as death is natural. It's something that is for all of us. We cannot say, well, I have status, I have riches, so I'm not going to die. Death is for all of us. So just as death is for all of us, love is for all of us. We can nurture that love. We can feed it so that it grows. And when it grows and it grows, there is so much to give to others. So my family and friends today, I just want to remind us that love is a good thing. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Don't let anyone tell you that you shouldn't love because. Don't let them give you that because. Don't let them tell you don't do good because. Don't let your families tell you don't do for that one or that one because. Some of you are in families where, because you weren't raised together, then people will come and say, don't do for that one because they weren't raised with you. Don't do for that one because it's another man's child. Don't do for that one. Don't give to that one. Daddy, you cannot leave anything for that one because it's not your child, even though you raised it. Don't let anyone tell you in the church, Pastor, you can't go to that one's house because. Or church sister, you can't do this because some of the harshest behaviors are raised in the church where people should have been more nurturing of love and compassion and goodness and grace and mercy. But yet they harbor so much ugly, ugly, ugly things against their fellow men. So let me tell you that in order for us to find that peace and to love, to appreciate and find that sense of hopefulness and to affect others around us and from our home outward. Because we can't tell people outside we love them when we don't even love our own people that we're waking up in the mornings and seeing. We can tell people we love them when we ourselves do not know what love is. And yes, you cannot buy it in the store because if it was something we could buy, then the rich man would have it all and we would have none. But God made it so that we have a heart, we have that spirit, that if we feed that spirit, if we feed it with enough love and goodness, it blossoms and blooms like the flowers. It blossoms and it grows fruits like the mango tree or the sweet succulent mangoes. It blossoms and blooms, and instead of less, we have more. So my people, let's walk in love. Let's live in love. We don't have to agree on everything, but let us disagree with love. Let us disagree understanding that it's okay. It is all right. I don't have to like your hairstyle, but doesn't mean you have to hate me. I don't have to love the dress you're wearing or the shirt you're wearing, but doesn't mean you have to hate me. But let us love one another because we're all human beings who feel the same pain, who, when we feel hunger, we need food. When we're thirsty, we need water. Let us treat each other and disagree with each other, but we can laugh and love and get along anyways. Because none of us are perfect. None of us are better than the other. It doesn't matter what we drive, what we wear. At the end of the day, we're all the same. So please, as we go forth, let us remember to love. We see so often that, it's just too much hatefulness and envious behaviors. Too much. And those things breeds hate for no reason. You'll try to do something and they knock you down when they have the same opportunities to get up and do the same thing you're doing where they are, but they refuse from doing something. But they'll sit there and they push you down and they come at you with all manners of evil. And you include them and they're angry. And you exclude them and they're angry. So you can't win. But people, let's work so we can win. If someone is doing something good, encourage them. If somebody is doing bad, ask them, talk to them to see what's going on. Why is this happening? Why do you have to do this? Come on, there's a better way. So when we sow the seeds of love and kindness, we hope that others, please, will see. And as we sow those seeds, let us continue to lift each other up in prayer. Let us teach and let us lift Let us teach, let us lift. And as we do that, we're hoping and praying as a grandmother. Thank God, it's a good thing to live to see another generation and another generation. It's a good thing. And if for some reason you do not have children, God knows the reason why too. I remember when I was pregnant with my daughters, I was 24 years old. And when I went to the doctor and it was a female, and she said to me, "Oh my God, how I wished I had twins. I have a son, but I so wish I had twins." And I said to her, "And that would have been perfect because you're a doctor. You have the finances to raise twins. And here I am. I am a young girl. I didn't even have a profession at the time. I was working, taking care of the sick, you know, and my husband was still in Jamaica. But she said to me, and I never forgot, she said, "But you know what? God knows best. Maybe he sees that I wouldn't have made a good mother for twins, but you would be." And even though I was flustered, I went through a lot of things, getting pregnant and pregnant with twins. But let me tell you something. It is true that God knows best. And when my daughters were born, they were born a day before my birthday. So they're my gifts forever. And that's love. That is love. And God really used them to help me. Because as they grow older and we could talk together and we could do things together, I didn't have to go through to go out there and to find people who were not genuine and people who were only looking for something, and then when you don't have to give, then they turn against me. I had them. And thank God, I have to be thankful that God taught me how to love and to give them love and to guide them in a way that they grow up and know how to love and treat people well. Because He knows I couldn't afford it then. I couldn't afford it. But He gave them to me. He gave them to me. And my sister, when she came up from Jamaica, and my niece, Nika, and my sister, Yvette, they were 6 years older than my daughters, but they just attached themselves to those children, and they helped me to make sure that the kids, they were listening to songs being sung to them. My sister would say, "No, go sit down," and when they wake at night, she knows I was tired. And she would just pick up one of them and fed them. That is love. That is love. So many families, they have people who need support and they just, "Oh, I don't care. What did they do with their money?" And they're so selfish. But those formative years when I had those children and I had my sister there, my big sister Yvonne, and she was like a just the love. And so people, please look for the love around us. It's everywhere, but we just have to find it. And where there's no love, let us try to stamp out the negative and the hatefulness. And let us try to put some love in place. So today I say, love to all who can hear my voice. And I pray, God, that as you walk, that your life will point someone to Jesus Christ, who is the maker and finisher of our faith. Love to everyone.